why you have been made an ummah, and what for have you to strive? What's the aim? What's the goal of jihad? Jahidu fillahi haqqa jihadihi huwa ittabakum wa ma ja'ala alaykum fid din min haraj millata abikum Ibrahim huwa sammakumul muslimina min qablu wa fi hadha liyakuna ar-rasulu shahidan alaykum wa takunu shuhada 'ala an-nas. All your energies should be directed. All your struggle should be directed. The goal before you should be to become the shuhada al-nas by presenting to the people an example, a model of Muslim personalities as well as Islam as deen, to establish it in some part of the world at least, where a person can go and see, this is Islam, yes. What we are doing today is not only that we are not doing our duty, we are just doing the reverse. Whosoever comes and sees, the state of affairs in Pakistan, a country founded in the name of Islam, what's the state of affairs here? Is Islam to be found there? A country created in the name of Islam. What to speak of any other country? No other country on the surface of the earth has been created in the name of Islam. These countries existed before also, before the colonial rule. Egypt was Egypt, Sudan was Sudan, Iran was Iran. But Pakistan is the only country in the whole of the world which was created in the name of Islam. After the sacrifice of millions of people, the bloodbath through which Pakistan came into existence. Those, who were witnesses to that bloodbath of 1947, the massacres. But what's the result? Where do we stand? Can we show to the humanity at large? Rather, let me quote here, I apologize. I might be hurting your feelings. Don't feel offended. But I have to quote George Bernard Shaw, when he said, when I read Quran, I find there can be no book better than this book. But when I look to the Muslims, I find there can be no worse people than these Muslims. This is the practical testimony by our behavior, by our state of affairs. And that is why we are being punished. We are in the grip of divine punishment. I said day before, we are the maghzoob alayhim nation of this time. Why? Because we did the same that the Jews did. They were most beloved to Allah. And they had come to think about themselves. Nahnu abnaullahi wa hibbauhu. We are very dear to Allah. And we are like His sons, so dear to Him. But the same nation became maghzoob alayhim. ضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله. ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق. ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. Why this condition, change of condition? A nation to whom Quran addresses, يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. I raised you higher than all the people, all the nations of the world. I gave you the fazila, the absolute fazila over the whole of humanity. Twice, in the beginning of the 6th section, and then in the beginning of the 15th section of Surah Al-Baqarah. Same wordings, without a difference of a jot. Ya bani Israel, azkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum wa anni faddaltukum ala al-alamin. But the same ummah, the final fate was, ضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله. ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق. ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. The same thing happened to us as the Prophet had prophesied, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. عن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله تعالى عنهما قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يأتين على أمتي ما أتى على بني إسرائيل حسب النعل بالنعل. The Prophet said, this is, included by Imam Tirmidhi in his Jami, rahimahullah. Same condition will befall my ummah also, which befell the former Muslim ummah, Bani Israel.